What's up, YouTube? So today I'm gonna do a quick video on the MacBook. I'm doing it on the MacBook Pro. The device is not booting. It shows up as no boot device, and I want to show you guys how I fix this, or how I'm gonna fix it. What the tools are that I'm using. First, I use Transmac. You actually want to run this as administrator, but I'm not actually going to use it. I'm just going to wait these seconds and show you what I did. And you also want to use a USB drive. Okay, so I already plugged that USB drive in, and I don't want to mess it up, so I'm just going to run this. I should have run it as administrator, like I said, and you'll see why. I'm just going to plug in a random USB drive. It's got a good file on it. Look at there. And I'm going to pull up Transmac, and now you'll see that there's no Transmac, or there's no SanDisk there, just like it's supposed to show. Those are just two hard drives. So you just go to Tools, Refresh Drive List, pops it up, hit right click, and Restore with Disk Image. And that'll allow you to pick your disk image, which will start the process. So it's a pretty simple process to do that. I'm going to pull this USB out, but I've already installed it and put it on here, so that's how simple it is. I'm going to put the link in the description on how to install Transmac. But so the bootable, or the no bootable drive that you're about to see here on this MacBook Pro can be solved pretty simply. There's one of two reasons why it's doing this that I'm going to focus on today. One, you put an extra hard drive in like me, and there was no operating system on the main hard drive that's located about here in the laptop or the MacBook, versus having an operating system in the one that's in the CD drive on the other side of the computer over here. And so I've added the extra hard drive on mine, so it's been showing no bootable device because it was booting into the CD caddy hard drive that I put in it. And so what I mean by that is I took a solid state drive, I took a 1 terabyte drive, put it in a hard drive caddy, which replaces the CD key or the CD tray, and then I installed it to the motherboard. And so from there I took the the device and I had Windows installed along with Mac on this hard drive, but I hadn't installed anything here, and so it tells me that there's no bootable drive, even though I know that there's a bootable drive. It's just not been able to boot. So either way, if that doesn't make any sense to you, that's great. This is going to be how you fix it. Number one, if you do have the problem that I do, it's very simple. You don't even need this tool. It's what you do is you turn it on. If you have two hard drives and you have this problem, just actually hadn't started yet. I don't think it all the way shut down. Now it doesn't want to turn on. Great. Okay, so if it doesn't turn on, you might want to hit Shift and then Power. And if it doesn't turn on again, just throw it out the window. All right, check it out. Now we're going to hold down Option. So this will allow you to pick which hard drive you boot from. It just was stuck on a primary hard drive, more than most likely. And now all of a sudden it's got two of them. Okay, so it's a recovery drive, and my unentitled would be my macOS X. Okay, so this here is just another recovery drive, basically the same thing as this recovery drive, only that's more of a actual operating system when I installed it. So I know that doesn't make a lot of sense to you, but obviously it's having some problems. Now let me show you how this bootable USB drive will work. If I can get it to boot on, that's fixing my problem. So that's what I'm trying to show you guys. Alright, and if you don't understand some of this, just let me know. Ask me a question. I'll definitely get back to you. Okay, so now we got that in there. You should see an orange bootable drive pop up. If I can get it to turn on. Alright, Shift and then Power, I think. Or is it Power then Shift? If it doesn't turn on, it might just be getting residual power in the board too. That's why I'm saying press the Shift and the Power. I believe that's in tries to turn it on, and there we go. So Option, oops, I think I messed that up. I pressed Command instead. Come on, level for me. All right, cool. So now we got the OS X base system. So if you have a device that's not booting, or you need to install an operating system but you can't get in because there's a password, or there's a million reasons why you could use this bootable drive, even though the bootable drive wouldn't actually allow you to bypass a password. You have to do a factory restore on it. But so anyways, this is Yosemite on here, and I just wanted to show you guys how to use a bootable drive, how to create it. It's a pretty simple process. So I'm just going to show you that it works. This is probably going to take forever because it's slow, but you know, there it is. Okay, so if you have the hard drive issue, you still might want to reconfigure your startup disk. That's weird. As soon as I started talking, it wanted to finish. Okay, so it's asking me to continue whatever. I could do this, but I already have the program installed, so it's not really the actual operating system of the hard drive that's a problem. The only problem on this is that it's running the wrong startup disk. So I would like to just go into startup disk right there. Boom. How lucky would I be? And just instead of the one that I had been using, which is not available because well, actually maybe it's no, that's the one I got plugged in. Okay, so either way, I want the OS X 10.10.3. This is going to be my USB drive. I really want to use disk utility just to make sure, but I'm pretty confident. So now I've changed this startup drive. So I don't need to install the operating system. I'm going to restart to the same drive it already had. You're going to see that this fixes the problem. I know it sounds confusing, but the thing is it's pretty simple. And if this doesn't work, well, then I'm wrong. I don't really know how exactly it switches from having one primary partition to not. You see this it just booted right into it, but at first it wasn't, and it's not the USB that's doing it. You know, if I took the USB and it's running off an operating system, well, you know, the computer would be frozen right now. We would be having problems. But yet I'm still typing my password in, and it's about to load the home screen. And so I don't know, the last time I was messing with it, I was running the Boot Camp Assistant, which, you know, I was going to run VMware. Maybe that had something to do with it. I don't know. But nonetheless, here